Alright, welcome back to another MLB The Show 20 video. Today we are here with the underrated player team build. Now, the whole idea behind underrated means either cards that have been given a bad name by, a decent amount of people, or just cards that you just don't see too often that could definitely make a team. So we're just going to start right away. Catcher, Pudge. Pudge has always honestly gotten a bad rep. His 91 got a bad rep. People talk shit about that one. And even this 99, which is an amazing card, people just say, nah, not going to make my team. Not going to do it, not good enough. Yet here he's hitting 422 with 18 home runs, 15 doubles, 2 triples. He's hitting amazing. Pudge is a really good card that a lot of people sleep on. When you got that kind of hitting stats and that kind of fielding mixed together in one with above average speed, that is somebody you need behind the plate. This is a very, very good card that more people should use. Joey Votto is another one. I haven't really heard anybody give him a bad name. Maybe people look at the stats and say, I don't like it. But when you use him in game, he is stupidly good. 426, 9 home runs, 5 doubles. He has fallen off a bit for me. He used to be hitting like well over 600. He has fallen off a bit, but I'm going to give him another chance here over at first base. Lineup's not set, by the way, so don't pay attention to that. But Craig Biggio. Thing I got to say about Craig Biggio, I've heard a lot of people say good things about him, but I think I've heard more people say he's an absolute shitter. A lot of people out there really think this card sucks. I've said it before, even myself, but it's just not true. 400 batting average with 48 home runs, 57 doubles, and a triple, making him over at 1200 OPS. He is simply really fucking good. There's nothing else to put. He is a very good card, and there's nothing else I can really say about him. He is really, really fucking good. I can't deny that. Cal Ripken. The thing about Cal Ripken Jr., he's good for me. Very, very good for me. The thing I gotta say about him, it's not like people talk shit about him. It's just nobody uses him. I'm not really sure why. Maybe it's that 80 power versus righties, even though it's still pretty good. But people just don't really use this Cal Ripken Jr. on their main team. I guess Tatis is really just taking over for most people, but this is a pretty nice card. This could definitely make a god squad, so it is shocking to see really nobody use him. Next up is the finest Jose Ramirez. The monthly Jose Ramirez, not underrated at all. I think everybody agrees that that card is pretty nice, but when it comes to the finest, people don't really agree with that. They think it's a pretty underwhelming card, a pretty shit card. He's usually the third pick when it comes to the prestige choice pack between George Springer, Eric Thames, and Jose Ramirez. He was my second pick, and I did not regret it. Kind of wish he was my first almost, but Eric Thames was really fucking good. But yeah, 24 home runs, 329 average. He's been great. I mean, he hasn't really disappointed me at all when it really comes down to it. Didn't use him too much, but I did enjoy him while I used him, and he was very, very solid. So I think he's a great card, and we're gonna hopefully see him show up today. Another card is Vlad Guerrero Jr. I haven't really seen many people use him either, maybe because of that 70 fielding. Hitting stats are amazing. He hits great. His swing is very, very good. I actually really like his swing a lot. Even his 91 I raked with, but really just haven't seen anybody use him. I think people just shit talk him about his fielding, but yeah, just nobody's really using him out there, so I'm going to try him out today a little bit more. And Mookie Betts. Now, the reason I put Mookie Betts here, there's people who either think he's a god, or there's people who think he's one of the worst finest, which is interesting. Main reason, those lefty hitting stats. The lefty hitting stats is what causes people to say, fuck this card, which is very stupid because 95 and 84, which is normally 92 and 81, definitely gets by. That is enough. But some people just don't see it like that. This is a very good card. He has a stupidly glitchy swing where he even hits well against lefties. In fact, for me, better against lefties. He has a very good swing, 99, 98, 99, 99 when it comes to the fielding, which is probably the best in the game. And he's got 75 speed to show up for it too. This is a very good card. You have to fucking use him if you do have him. Honestly, this is insane. I don't know how much he actually goes for on the market. He goes for 150k, which is, I'm pretty sure, actually kind of low for these guys. The ones that are considered pretty good go for a lot more, I think. If we go look at Bauer, he goes for 178. Okay, so he goes for a little bit, but I mean, still, I think just not everybody really sees him as being as good as he actually is. And then Kyle Tucker, Yeah, I mean, I'm not hitting bad with him, but I don't think anybody's interested in using this card except for one guy in the stream. He actually is pretty solid with this guy. So I'm going to give him more of a shot and see if he owns up to the hype that the one guy's been given. Otherwise, for the bench, we got David Ortiz, because I hadn't seen anybody use him in ages, even though he's actually amazing. Jimmy Rollins, I mean, everybody hates him. He's not terrible, actually. 333, 16 home runs. Swing's not amazing, but, I mean, he's actually not really that bad. Eddie Matthews, main reason, somebody wants me to replace him. Somebody in the community always wants me to replace him. And he's a legend. He's really a legend for me. And so, there's just no fucking way I'm taking him off this underrated team. Gary Sheffield. I feel like people dropped this card pretty quick. I feel like, you know, you kind of just started seeing people not using him very quickly. People kind of got sick of him, and people were like, he's not really that good all of a sudden. So I'll slot him in because he's actually not bad. And then the 98 Griffey. This is actually a card that genuinely people hated or, like, you know, didn't like. They thought it was shit, mainly for that contact. The contact didn't matter on this card. 500 average with 14 home runs. You connect that ball a little bit with that max power, and it's a home run. The 99 Griffey is not underrated at all. He's amazing. Everybody agrees with that. But the 98 Griffey, with the fielding not being insanely good and the contact being low, people shit on this card pretty hard. They did. Next up, Steven Strasburg, one of my best pitchers on my team, and people don't use him. I don't know many people use him at all. I've never had him face me, so I'm going to call him underrated. Felix Hernandez. A lot of people talk shit about this card. He was one of my best pitchers. He's had a few bad starts recently, but at the end of the day, he's a solid pitcher for me, and a lot of people have talked shit about him. Hal Newhouser, another one. A lot of people have talked shit about. Calling him BP pretty much. Actually been a very good card for me. Madison Bumgarner. I faced him once, so not many people use him. Very solid pitcher for me. And Nick Lodolo, because he hasn't been used in ages, he is still very usable, I think, so I wouldn't be surprised if he is still very good. Now, one shocking piece to see in the bullpen is Taylor Rogers. Now, he is fucking good. 16 innings, .56 ERA, probably one of the best relievers I've ever used. He is just dominant when it comes to pitching from the pen. Doesn't have outlier, which I thought he did on a sinker. But this is a very, very good card. They changed his form mid-year. I think people just didn't like him because of his form at the beginning of the year. He pitched from the windup, and then they changed it to the stretch, and the card's been unhittable since. But, I mean, yeah, very good card. Never see him, mainly because he's a gold, but I'm going to call him underrated. Julio Urias. Don't see him too often either. He's a solid reliever. He's had a few bad, you know, points recently for me, mainly because of events, but he is still a very solid pitcher to me that I just do not see all the time, not nearly as much as I should. Brad Hand, I think I've maybe seen once. In my 2 innings used, he's been very, very good. So I'll stick him in, just because, honestly, there's not many lefties I could go with. Trevor Hoffman, a lot of people could talk shit about him. One of my best relievers. Very, very good. So I'm going to try and force him in today and see if he owns up to how good he's been for me. Diego Castillo, another card I really just don't see too often, and another card that I am very solid with. So we'll be using him today, too. Kenley Jansen, some people call him BP. I think he's a very solid pitcher. Strikes out a lot of batters, lowers the hits, gets up the long ball a bit, 11 home runs, you know, but at the end of the day, he is a very solid pitcher. Mariano Rivera sadly won't be used. Very underrated. I don't think people realize that the prestige version is stupidly good compared to the non-prestige, and I'm going to put the prestige in here just because. Well, actually, you know what? If I put the non-prestige in, he has full energy, so we'll do that. He is much worse, but the prestige version is insane. So people will never really use him enough to get him to the prestige version, so they just think he's shit. But at the end of the day, he becomes a godlike card when he's prestige, but we're just going to do that to give him energy. But yeah, this is our fully underrated team build. We're going to mess with the lineup a bit before we get into a game. We are 740 or 772 rating. So yeah, let's get into a game on Hall of Fame. Let's see how this team does. All right. We are away facing Boston. He's got DeGrom on the mound. He's got Griffey, Willie, Mantle, Seager, Big Quill, creative player, Lindor, Bellinger, and Jimmy Fox. I like that he has nobody from our team. Nobody from the team is on his, which is just perfect for the underrated team build. Record, ship it. 248 and 167. Not 100 wins above 500. Is well over 50 though. Flat hits home run. Perfect with Vlad against a righty, and he hits a bomb. It is 1-0. All right, good shit, Vlad. Dot up and in, and he hits a home run, of course. This ain't going to be a fun game. I'm going to get really mad. I can already tell. For the fact that he was just going right for that, most people look at that. Fuck me, this is going to suck. Got him. Very early. Got him. Walk. I got him, so that's cool. Okay, that was a good slider too. Fuck. Still early on it. Perfect. Wow. Okay. And then it's all of a sudden this guy can fucking adjust. 2 home runs by Vlad, man. What the fuck? Oh, Vlad's keeping this game together. Yep. Good shit. 1, 2, 3 inning. Biggio's gonna line out to center. Wait, that's a home run. What? Oh my god, Ship It is so stupid. Fucking Cody Bellinger. Holy fuck. I don't know how to pitch that card, man. He's terrifying. Especially in Ship It. Oh. That might be a home run, Mookie Betts. Maybe. Yup. It is 4-3. We're not even on that ball, and it's a home run with Mookie. And that's a hit with Jose Ramirez. Perfect. There we go. Back-to-back hits. That's a walk with Vlad. Votto's up. Biggio. 3-run shot by Craig Biggio. Good fucking shit. It's fucking right, boys. 7-3. Home run. So the second he pauses for a lengthy amount of time, he hits a home run. So great. This is the actual guy who has this record. Oh my god. Good base hit by Mookie Betts. It's gonna be a double. Alright, leadoff double. Bounce towards him off the mound, and that's a fucking borderline of borderline home runs. Scraping the fucking wall! After I should have just got a fucking run in, he gets a wall scraper home run. Of fucking course he does. Vlad's gonna get to it. Oh my god, Vlad, what the fuck is up with your speed? If you have speed, show it. You do. That was not his fucking fielding. There was no bad reaction that happened there. Nothing. He just straight up didn't get to it, acting like he didn't have the speed to. He did. What the fuck kind of shift is that? Third baseman is standing literally on the third base bag. Got him. This motherfucker's a good slider. Two out. Popped him up. Get to this one, Vlad. We get out of the inning unscathed. Base hit. Good shit. Alright, we got one on base. Mookie's up. Who can hit lefties? Actually pretty well. Like that. Mookie Betts. 2-run shot. It is 9-5. Dude, what the fuck is up with Mookie against lefties? That's a dot. 96 sinker strikes out the first batter of the game. Oh, God. That's a fucking gross hit. He's very early on it. This shouldn't be a hit. Come on now. Where's the curveball? Is it fully perfect? Yeah, that explains it. Fuck. Gapper. He scores a run. Not a good sinker. He got on it finally, and yeah, he took advantage. 3-run game. Come the fuck on! 2 out. That literally looked the exact same. That's ball game. We win it 9-7. I was coming in this game confident I wasn't going to win. Team really came through. Vlad probably got, wow, okay. Mookie Betts got player of the game. 3 for 5 with 2 home runs and 3 RBIs. Vlad's in fact under Craig Biggio. Well, he got it all started with the first 2 home runs, keeping this game going with the momentum. But yeah, we came through there with those 2 runs in the 9th, man. This would have been a scary ass game if I didn't score those 2 runs. In fact, it would have been a tie game. Yes, it would have been 7-7 if I didn't score those 2 runs in the 9th. So those 2 runs came huge. But yeah, boys, that is going to do it for the video. Hit the thumbs up button if you did enjoy. Subscribe my content like this. As always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.